Which of the 4 parks in Disney World has the best food? That's easy, my friends. None of them. The best place to eat in Disney World is Disney Springs. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Sorry, I have a cold today, so I apologize for my voice. But we're going to run through this anyway because there's too many restaurants in Disney Springs I got to tell you about. Now, Disney Springs is not just a place where you can get a whole lot of shopping done. Though, yeah, there's definitely no shortage of shops here. Some of my favorite meals that I've ever had on Disney World property have come straight from this shopping district. And I figured it was about time to tell you about all of them. So today I'll be taking on which Disney Springs restaurants are not only the best of the best, but also which restaurants will fit your specific style and your needs. That way you won't have to question whether or not you made the right dining choice when you get here. You'll just know, because guess what? There's a lot of restaurants in here. And you don't have time to eat at all of them, even if you're in Disney World for a month. So if you want a digital copy of all our favorite Disney Springs eats to refer back to on your own time, completely free, make sure to email us at disneyfoodblog.com/bestsspringseats. That way we can send this full list directly to your inbox. Again, totally free. All right, so 15 years ago, if someone said to me, AJ, what's the best park for food? It would have been a no-brainer. I would have said Epcot, right? And it still is sort of the best park for food. But if you want to make sure to have access to the most incredible restaurants in Disney World all in one place, that's going to be Disney Springs now. They've done an incredible renovation of this place in the last 10 years. They have awesome restaurants and more opening soon. And so it's really time to give this place its due. And for those of you who don't know, Disney Springs is Disney World's shopping and dining district. It started out a long time ago as the Walt Disney Village. Over time, it morphed into Pleasure Island in downtown Disney, and then it got a completely new revamp. It was going to be Hyperion Wharf for a little while there, if you remember. And now it is Disney Springs. So it's been in its current iteration for the past few years. And again, they've done an incredible job of bringing in some awesome celebrities, celebrity chef concepts, lots of local concepts. They've got lots of restaurants that you will recognize the name from around the rest of the country, but they're really excellent. And I have no problem with there being chains in here. And you're going to find out why. So let's start out talking about the best for date night. Now, Disney Springs is definitely a place that the locals go. And if you are lucky enough, if you're visiting there, to pass off your kids to the grandparents one night or even to be visiting without kids, then Disney Springs is a great place to go for that date night. Let's start with the signature Morimoto Asia first. So Morimoto Asia is a 2-story waterfront restaurant located in the landing area of Disney Springs. Focuses on Chinese, Japanese, and Korean cuisines, kind of like a pan-Asian thing going on here. The mastermind behind this restaurant is Iron Chef Masaharu Morimoto, who's not only known for his multiple appearances on Iron Chef and Iron Chef America, but also for the award-winning restaurants he's opened all around the world. We actually got to have an interview with the one and only Masaharu Morimoto last year, so if you want to check out our exclusive Q&A with him to learn all about the legend himself, I'll drop our post link down in the description below. Now, not only is this place classy and tasty, so much so that it was actually recognized by the 2022 Michelin Guide, but you're also going to be able to peek in at the open show kitchens where the professional chefs are busy exhibiting tradition like Peking duck carving. Though prices for this restaurant can get pretty steep, the menus are a la carte, so you can choose whether or not you want to really splurge on options like the Wagyu beef or the Mongolian filet mignon, or pick something a little less expensive like the dim sum options or sushi rolls. Morimoto also has a cocktail lounge with a late night menu served exclusively on the 2nd floor. It's called the Forbidden Lounge. Now, speaking of drinks, if an extensive drink menu, specifically wines, is what you and your partner are in the mood for, then Wine Bar George could be a better fit for you. Wine Bar George is the only master sommelier owned wine bar in the state of Florida, and George Miliates himself actually opened the California Grill as its sommelier, if you remember that restaurant up at the top of the Contemporary Resort over there by Magic Kingdom. Now here you're going to find more than 130 wine choices by the ounce, bottle, and glass, so you don't have to stress over whether you're going to find something that suits your specific preferences. They will definitely have it, and what's great about that is that you can actually try just an ounce of wine if you want to just try a small amount. That's a great way to try some really expensive wines that maybe you don't want to pay for a whole glass. Their by the ounce program program is something that not a lot of wine bars have, so take advantage of it. And a menu of small plates and shareable entrees like the crispy mac and cheese bites, the charcuterie boards, the steak frites is also available to pair along with your wine of choice. And if you're someone who absolutely loves a good brunch along with your drinks, Wine Bar George's Wine Country Brunch is available for you to make reservations for on Saturdays and Sundays, and it is exquisite. The great thing about Wine Bar George, though, is that even if you don't think you're a wine bar person, you might be a Wine Bar George person. They're actually really, really not pretentious here. I know if someone said to me, you should go to this wine bar, it'll be wonderful, and I would kind of be like, oh, I don't know much about wine, so am I just gonna feel like a weirdo? Nope, you won't. They're happy to meet you where you are, help you figure out what wine's gonna be best for you. Even if you're like me and you're like, I like sweet wines, I like white wines, they will find a good wine for you and they're not gonna judge you in the process. And then we've got the Boathouse, which is a signature restaurant that'll cater to your seafood cravings. While there are certainly opportunities to splurge on dishes here, like if you want to go all in and get the Maine lobster tail Oscar or one of the Gibson's heritage steaks, this spot also offers a more casual outdoor menu and sandwiches like their Gibson Sandwich King burger, which is absolutely my favorite thing on the menu. You can also order from the raw bar portion of the menu, which will serve options like oysters on the half shell, jumbo lump crab and avocado, wild-caught Sea of Cortez shrimp, and yellowfin tuna poke. Oh, and don't forget to grab a cocktail here too. For those of you who have a side of whimsy, they have the Duck Duck Raz. Now, this isn't just a fruity drink. It's a fruity drink with a rubber ducky swimming on the top. And if you get these as much as we do, you'll have a whole rubber ducky family sitting at the bottom of your Disney park bag with all your glow cubes. Now, the Boathouse is a huge venue, but if you really want to dine in one of their 3 indoor dining rooms, advanced dining reservations are still going to help you guarantee a table here. That being said, the Boathouse offers plenty of bar and outdoor seating, so it's still worth stopping by to check on availability even if you don't have a reservation. Want to really impress your date? After your meal, take your partner on the water in one of the amphicars, which launch right outside the restaurant. These do cost extra to experience, a lot extra, by the way, but if you bring your receipt of $50 or more from the Boathouse gift shop or the restaurant, you'll get $25 knocked off your tour. If you're looking for a more under-the-radar option, Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill is going to be a great night out for you two lovebirds. Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill can be found in the town center of Disney Springs, in between the town center's indoor shopping stretch and the Coca-Cola store and rooftop bar. This restaurant takes the bar and grill concept and modernizes it with unique options like crispy calamari, Wiener Schnitzel made with marinated tomatoes, dill cucumbers, fingerling potatoes, and whole grain mustard, and prosciutto pizza. Remember, Wolfgang Puck was like the celebrity chef, right? And he can do just about anything. But this isn't just a restaurant, it's also a gelato bar. So if you guys are just looking for something sweet to eat as you stroll around Disney Springs, you can go to the restaurant's walk-up window instead to order one of their on-the-go gelato offerings. Now, if you do go to Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill, again, it's not super on the radar, so it should be relatively easy to get a table here. And if the house-made chips with blue cheese are on the menu, please get them. They are incredible, even if you don't like blue cheese. All right, moving on to the best for live entertainment. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to talk about every single restaurant in Disney Springs. So I know there are like 50 other restaurants that are great for date night. But again, we're not going to talk about every single solitary restaurant in Disney Springs in this video because we will never, ever end the video. There's just too much to talk about. So we're just highlighting a few favorites right here. Okay, so best for live entertainment. Here we go. Your Disney Springs meal does not have to be just a meal, my friends. You can make it a show too. We're going to start at Raglan Road Irish Pub. They serve classic Irish dishes with a contemporary twist. Now, if those of you remember, Raglan Road made the transition from downtown Disney to Disney Springs. They have been thriving in this particular location for a lot of years now, and there's a reason why. They are so much fun, so down to earth, and it's such incredible comfort food here at Raglan. Some of our favorite items include that bangers and mash. Sorry, it's amazing, and it always will be, and the actual name of the dish is bangers plus mash equals yum. And Shepherd's to Die For pie. The Jer's bread and butter pudding is incredible. Listen, Disney just knows how to do a really good bread pudding, and I'm proud of them for that. And I 1000% know that Disney does not own Raglan Road, and it's just that Raglan Road knows how to do a good bread and butter pudding. But anyway, moving on. And don't forget to ask about their soup of the day. One of my favorite things to eat at Raglan Road is their soup, because whatever they make, it usually has a lot of cream and butter in it, but there's also this great beef stew with a hint of Guinness, and that's incredible. While you're busy chowing down though, you might just be able to catch some live Irish music and river dancing too, especially if you come for the evening. The Rhythms of Raglan perform daily from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. with additional performances on Saturdays and Sundays from noon to 3 during their Raglan brunch. Just keep in mind that when these performances are going on, things can get pretty loud, so if you're wanting to dine here but also have like a nice conversation with your group, you may want to try hitting this place up earlier in the day during the week. Now, House of Blues keeps the party pumping at night by bringing in chart-topping live music all year round. There are two parts of this restaurant. The first part is the main dining room area, where you'll get to enjoy a nice sit-down meal for lunch or dinner, and the second part is right next to the main restaurant building, simply known as the Club. This is where House of Blues puts on frequent ticketed music events for a rotating lineup of artists. You don't have to eat at House of Blues in order to see one of the shows, and vice versa, but they sure do go well together. You can find the restaurant's full show schedule on the House of Blues website to see who will be playing in this unassuming, rustic-looking facade next. What's on the menu? Aside from peace, love, and rock and roll, Southern cuisine. If you want shrimp with a kick, you can order their voodoo shrimp made with beer reduction sauce served over jalapeno cheese cornbread. Or if you want some good old traditional jambalaya, they've got that too. And remember what I said about the bread pudding situation in Disney? Was not kidding. The bread pudding here with that bourbon butter and toffee sauce is an absolute must. I have actually gone to House of Blues just to sit at the bar and eat that dessert. And then we have the Edison, which is really going to appeal to all my steampunk and speakeasy friends out there. The Edison is a lavish industrial Gothic style restaurant, as well as a bar and nighttime destination themed to a 1920s period power plant, recalling an exuberant era of invention and imagination. As far as food's concerned, you've got classic American options like salmon and burgers and steak cuts. The clothesline candied bacon is probably a favorite thing to order here, though it does come at a rather high price. 4 strips of bacon for $18, so just be warned. By the way, that price keeps going up. The Edison also offers a cocktail experience that changes weekly, so you never know what kind of specialty drinks you're going to find here. But one thing we really love about this place is the live entertainment, which features cabaret music and a variety of other talent acts in the evening. The Edison is a family-friendly restaurant throughout the day, opening at 11:30 a.m. to serve lunch and dinner. However, at 10 p.m., the restaurant switches to guests 21 and over only, with entertainment marketed specifically for more adult crowds. So if you're planning on visiting here with the kids, go earlier. Now, there are going to be times on your trip when all you're really looking for is some comfy, cozy eats that'll make your taste buds happy while also giving you a much-needed boost of serotonin. And that's where these restaurants come into play. We're talking about high-quality comfort food. Chef Art Smith's Homecoming is, of course, the very first thing we're going to talk about in this section. It's a farm-to-fork style restaurant celebrating Southern and Florida cuisine with, of course, the famous Chef Art Smith. But who exactly is this celebrity chef? Well, a better question, maybe who isn't he? Chef Art Smith has been a barbecue pitmaster judge. He's the author of Art Smith's Healthy Comfort and other cookbooks. He's the founder of noteworthy restaurants like Art and Soul in Washington, D.C. and Table 52 in Chicago. And he's the former personal chef for Oprah Winfrey. And now we've been graced with another one of his major culinary feats right here in the middle of Disney Springs. So this table service restaurant is comfort food heaven. You can enjoy options like Art's famous fried chicken, Church Lady deviled eggs, fried chicken and donuts, and the pineapple banana hummingbird cake. The mac and cheese here is definitely historical as well. If you haven't found any last-minute reservations here, though, you can always opt for the restaurant's open-air patio seating at the Connected Shine Bar, where you can enjoy those powerful moonshine cocktails. Or if you're visiting on the weekend, see if you can find a table inside for the Rise and Shine brunch with an exclusive menu, including options like the Hush Puppy Benedict, the Key Lime Berry Parfait, and the PB&J French Toast. Heads up though, reservations for this place go really fast, especially for that brunch. Looking for something just as comfy, casual, but maybe a bit faster and more barbecue focused? The Polite Pig has got your back. Now, the Polite Pig is descended from Orlando food royalty. The owners, James and Julie Petrakis, in partnership with Chef Brian Petrakis, are already well known in the Orlando area for their restaurants, the Ravenous Pig and Cask and Larder, which both focus on using local seasonal ingredients to keep their selections fresh, relevant, and tasty. This spot features modern barbecue, but we're not talking about your average pulled pork sandwiches here. We're talking about a bunch of wood-fired, smoked, and grilled items that are so good they were praised by the Michelin Guide in 2022. Of course they were. We're big fans of the barbecue meatballs here and the cedar plank salmon, barbecue cheddar brats, and the prime brisket. If you're looking for a stiff drink, Polite Pig also has an expansive bourbon bar with a selection of over 50 different types of bourbons for you to choose from at any given time. And a great thing about Polite Pig is they're constantly switching out their side dishes, bringing in new chef-select side dishes multiple times this season. On those days when you're looking for a really good, satisfying, and juicy burger, Deluxe Burger can sell you a mean gourmet burger made of signature beef blends on fresh baked buns. Alongside your burger, you can order a basket of hand-cut fries with some house-made dipping sauces, or for a sweeter option, you may want to order one of the Deluxe Burger's artisanal gelato shakes too. Even plant-based eaters can enjoy a good Impossible Burger here, topped with plant-based Gouda, pickles, lettuce, and tomato. You know, the good stuff. Deluxe also has some awesome seasonal burgers, so be sure to check their secret menu or their seasonal menu when you're there. Did me mentioning a basket of hand-cut fries sound even better than a burger? Then you might want to shift gears and try the daily poutine instead. This kiosk features unique twists on traditional poutine, including limited-time seasonal options like cheeseburger poutine for the 4th of July, Irish pork bangers poutine for St. Patrick's Day, and the gobbler poutine with turkey, brown gravy, cranberry chutney, and cheese curds for Thanksgiving. But that doesn't mean you can't just get the OG version of poutine here anytime you want. If you're looking for hot fries topped with beef poutine gravy and cheddar cheese curds, no extra frills or toppings necessary, you can find that here too all year long. And those curds are squeaky, my friends. They are squeaky. Now, we've still got a couple more dining categories to go, but keep in mind that Disney Springs has so many dining options available for you to choose from. And there's a very good chance that one of your new favorites could be hiding out somewhere in this shopping district, waiting for you to uncover. That's why we came up with the 2023 DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining. It's available at dfbstore.com right now. Not only will it tell you about all the different eats available in Disney Springs, it'll also go in depth with all the lounges, it'll tell you about all the happy hours, it covers everything we know about Disney Springs and all of our experiences. And it's also going to talk to you about Disney World dining, period. So head over to dfbstore.com, check out our DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining 2023, type in the code YouTube to save money on your guidebook purchases before you check out. And remember, this is a guaranteed guide. If you don't like it, you get your money back, 100% guarantee. Okay, back to the food. This is the best for dining on a budget in Disney Springs. Sit-down restaurants are great, but they can also be kind of pricey. So if you want a solid meal for half the price and faster, you may want to try these options instead. We're going to start with Earl of Sandwich, which almost feels like a rite of passage at this point. Like, you going to Disney? Awesome. Kick things off with a quick and affordable Earl of Sandwich. Remember, this is the very first Earl of Sandwich that was ever opened. It's a quick service located in the Disney Springs Marketplace and offers a variety of reasonably priced hot and cold sandwiches and smoothies and lemonades and prepared grab-and-go items. Need something speedy for breakfast? A variety of egg and cheese sandwiches and other morning offerings are served here too. Even if the line looks a little intimidating when you visit, things usually move pretty fast here. But you're going to find this place to be way less busy if you arrive for a late lunch or early dinner around 2 to 4 p.m. And you know what quick service place has really won my heart over again and again? That's right, it's Chicken Guy. Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy restaurant puts the spotlight on fresh, all-natural chicken tenders, which you can pair with a variety of sauces, 22 sauces, which is amazing because I love a sauce. The tenders are hand-pounded to maximize that crunch and infused with herbs and brined in lemon juice, pickle brine, and buttermilk. So to answer your question, no, these aren't your average theme park chicken strips. These are cool chicken strips. Sandwiches, salad bowls, mac and cheese, really good mac and cheese, by the way, and frozen treats are also available to purchase here. And if you want to pass up a potentially long standby line, you can always mobile order your food via the Chicken Guy website, which you can also pull up when you scan the QR code out on the display once you arrive. Now, here's a shocking budget entry for you to consider. You know how I talked about how classy and expensive Morimoto Asia can be? The signature restaurant also has a to-go option. It's called Morimoto Asia Street Food, and it gives you the chance to try some of Morimoto's incredible eats in a counter service setting. The walk-up window is set on the patio of Morimoto Asia and features items like sushi and ramen, those incredible award-winning Morimoto spare ribs, and takoyaki, aka octopus fritters. And side tip for you, this outdoor patio makes for a great place to sit out and people watch. Just saying. Okay, you can't leave without dessert. It is hard to narrow down the best sweets in Disney Springs because you're really going to find sugary goodness around every corner. But if we really had to choose, these would be our top options for satisfying treats. First up on the list, we've got the Ganachery. This is Disney World's very own gourmet, very fancy chocolate shop located in the landing of Disney Springs. It's a cozy sweet shop that features 16 flavors of house-made ganache and handcrafted chocolate treats, including dark chocolate, hazelnut, and chipotle goodies galore. The options here change up frequently and seasonally, but let me just say, those season-oriented chocolate character piñatas, those are fun to crack open. Expensive? Yes. Fun and tasty? Definitely. Sometimes the smell of a sweet shop can be enticing enough to make your dessert decision for you, right? Which is why you can be easily sold on the Ghirardelli soda fountain and chocolate shop. At Ghirardelli, you're going to find ice cream options like sundaes and shakes, but you can also find specialty cocoa drinks here, which are perfect for those rare Orlando days that are just a bit on the cool side. It is pretty pricey here though, so be prepared to pay some higher prices for your ice cream at Ghirardelli. Now, if you're part of the Dole Whip fan club, Swirls on the Water is going to be your place to visit. For those of you who haven't been in a while, this used to be Aristo Crepes and they changed it to a Dole Whip place called Swirls on the Water this year. This location specializes in all things Dole Whip, serving up the classic pineapple you already know and love, along with other swirled flavors you're not going to find anywhere else, like habanero lime, for instance. And you don't have to limit yourself to just a Dole Whip cup. These soft serve treats come in a variety of styles. Try a Dole Whip float, Dole Whip nachos, or if you can't decide what flavor you're going to settle on, get the Dole Whip flight. And much like the Ganachery, you're going to find seasonal specialties here too. In the past, we've gotten items like the Valentine's Red Velvet Cone, the frozen hot chocolate with peppermint soft serve, and the Dole Whip Oogie Boogie Nacho for Halloween. Now, Marketplace Snacks is a little unpredictable when it comes to their offerings, but it has had the character bubble waffles for a while now, which we're totally in love with. Each of the bubble waffles is themed around a character from the Fab Five. So you've got the Mickey Cookie Waffle Sundae, the Minnie Sweet Strawberry Waffle Sundae, the Pluto Peanut Butter Waffle Sundae, the Donald Lemon and Blueberry Waffle Sundae, and our personal favorite, the Goofy Peanut Grand Waffle Sundae, made with vanilla and chocolate soft serve, hot fudge, peanuts, sliced bananas, sliced strawberries, mini M&Ms, and a cherry on top. Other bubble waffle characters like to pop up on this menu from time to time too. Our good friend Tinkerbell with her fruity lemon curd, strawberries, and kiwi-based sundae is there now. And last year, a new ice cream shop opened in Disney Springs called Salt and Straw, and it made us completely change the way we consider what makes an ice cream flavor good. Now, this is a chain, and they have had a location in downtown Disney over in Disneyland for quite some time. And along with those more typical, yet still highly delicious flavors like freckled mint chocolate chip and double fold vanilla, this parlor rotates through some rather wild and experimental options each month. In the past, we've tried the sea salt and caramel ribbons with a cloud of cocoa perfume. Nope, not metaphorical perfume, actual perfume. Baked brie and fig cheesecake, and Don Bogito's creepy crawly critters, which yes, actually had crispy mealworm bugs in it. Would we willingly order this one again? Probably not. That being said, wasn't bad either, and I kind of hate myself for admitting that out loud. And now for the most popular dessert destinations for locals and out-of-town guests alike. It's Gideon's Bakehouse, of course. Gideon celebrates curios, oddities, and all things wonderfully weird in their little flagship store at Disney Springs. This is the place you're going to want to go if you're craving a fully loaded, nearly half-pound cookie. You got standard options like the triple chocolate chip, pistachio chocolate chip, and the coffee cake cookie, but you've also got rotating monthly specials too, like the Eternal Flame cookie with chocolate-covered cherries and cayenne spice, the pumpkin bread chocolate crumb cookie, the toasted coconut caramel cookie. My favorite is a lemon cookie. Now, along with their cookie supply, Gideon's also serves up giant cake slices and unique specialty coffees, along with some secret extras every once in a while. Stay tuned to their Instagram to find those out. And don't miss out on their daily hot cookie hours. If you visit the Bakehouse between 2 and 3 p.m. or 7 and 8 p.m., you'll not only be able to order a nice, big, warm, fresh from the oven cookie, but you'll also be able to order it with a generous scoop of locally made vanilla ice cream on top. It is glorious. Because of Gideon's popularity, a virtual queue for this shop is usually how you're going to get in line. Check for the QR code sign out front so you can enter into Gideon's virtual queue during your visit. And while you wait, you can still shop around the Springs until you get that long-awaited text telling you it's time to come back. So Disney Springs has some seriously good eats that you do not need to be sleeping on. So if you have the chance, consider carving some time out of your Disney World itinerary just to try a meal outside the parks. Because one of these shopping district restaurants could very well be the best meal of your trip. I can almost guarantee it. And don't forget, if you want a PDF copy of all our favorite Disney Springs restaurants, make sure you drop us your email at disneyfoodblog.com/bestspringsfood, and we'll get that downloadable list sent to you right away for free. Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with my cold today. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.